guys, what's going on? I was asked for a special video from somebody. Sent me a private message on the Facebook page. If you have any requests for anything, shoot me a private message there or off YouTube, it doesn't matter. And he wanted to know about the value of mentors and mentorship. And I haven't touched on it yet. And I have hired a business coach, which I would have considered a mentor. This isn't something that you can do at an early phase. You're not going to get a mentor to spend time with you, because any mentor that's got any experience or value, they don't work for free. They just don't. Nobody works for free that has a considerable amount of knowledge and value that they can give you. So, that being said, this is something that you're going to consider at a later stage in your journey. Not to say that you won't find a mentor. You might find somebody that will do it for free because they might be a cousin or an uncle or somebody close to you that wants to see you succeed and win at life. So I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but the way that it worked for me when I did it, I was at a award ceremony. It was the Profit 50 Award, and the nature of it was basically recognizing Canada's fastest growing companies. There was 50 of them, and it was based on 2-year revenue growth. We were somewhere in the middle of the growth curve. It was around 2007, 8, or 9, I think. And there was a speaker there. His name was Cameron Herold. You can look him up. Just Google his name. You'll find tons of his stuff. He's got a TED Talk as well. And he blew me away with the stuff that he had on company culture, on growing business and revenue. And I just approached him after and I asked him what he does, and I learned a little bit more, and I bought his DVDs, got some value out of that, and then I hired him as a business coach for about a year after that. And I basically spent 2 hours a month talking to him on the phone, and we had about 10 to 12 conversations, and we would tackle stuff that I was struggling with, help me out with accounting, P&L, culturing, hiring systems, all kinds of stuff that I was stuck on. And it basically transformed me as an entrepreneur from somebody that didn't really like their business and where the company was at to somebody that really loved it. A lot of the stuff that I'm telling you right now, you can probably get from his book. You can buy it on Amazon. It's around $10. It's called Double Double. Again, just search for Double Double, or the author's name. It's Cameron Herold. Definitely worth checking out. So, that being said, there are cheaper ways to get a mentor to spend time with you for less money. I've used a platform called Clarity.fm. It's an app you can put on an iPhone or a web portal that you can use, and you can hire experts there that are rated, so they've done phone calls. They have a per minute rate usually, which can be a few $100s an hour. Usually the per minute rate can be anywhere from $1 a minute all the way up to $15 to $50 a minute. I know Mark Cuban's on there, and a few other very high level entrepreneurs, but they're very expensive. But that being said, if you wanted to find somebody to help you with crowdfunding, with email marketing, with company culture or hiring systems, I mean, I'm on there, for example, listed as an expert for things like startup mentorship, company culture, things like that. I've listed myself on there with some of those specialties. So you can find people that have experience. You want to hire somebody that has experience, and take a look at the reviews and testimonials to make sure you're hiring somebody that has coached somebody on a phone call and helped them solve a similar sort of problem that you're dealing with. So there is a tremendous amount of value in mentors. You are going to get what you pay for. That being said, you don't need to spend I might have spent $2,500, maybe $3,000 a month. I can't remember. It's about $2,500 to $3,000 a month on my business coach. You don't need to spend that much. I mean, you know, you could literally spend a few $100s and get all the value that you need out of them in that one phone call. If you need to diarize a follow-up call, you can do it. So use mentors whenever you think it's necessary. Sometimes you can't solve everything yourself. I know that as an entrepreneur you think you can. But there are people out there that have come up against your problem. Let me put it this way. There's no problem out there that somebody else hasn't come up against before. You're not the first person to struggle with it. So just think about that for a second. If you're stuck on something and you've got some money to spend, a mentor might be a good place to go for something like that. I hope this video helps you tons. If you know anybody that would see value in it, please share it. If there's a special request for a video that you'd like to see, post it in the comments below and let me know what it is. This exit. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Give it a thumbs up if you loved it. Talk to you guys later. Peace!